Even with the world ending, there are fresh days ahead. The Wingnut Chug Tunnel. It goes on forever. What a find! Built from the finest stuff. Stay away from that biohazard. You'll want to wash yourself off for a month. Choo-Choo says he knew you'd come through. If someone makes a stop at your station, it's for a good reason. But he understands.
No, Kasabat.
He'd be happy to part with his spare grease sprinkler, as he believes it's a great fit for... He keeps it safe in a box on the handcart, in case of emergency.
Paramalo.
Wants to keep it there in case of an emergency, but realized...
Koyaba.
Choo-Choo says you should help yourself.
Kompata.
It's a versatile tool from the bygone.
Ko. Sap.
He's convinced you'll put it to good use, as there are lots of stucky...
Kambasabate pata.
Seems glad you think so.
Muy kantong pasabate chuchuchu.
Choo-Choo says he can't wait to get out of this place.
Ta.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Pasata kontapa.
You shouldn't worry about smashing up the box. Choo-Choo has no use for it.
Pore pakat.
Choo-Choo...
Pampachida.
He's convinced there was a bigger reason you met.
Pore pakat.
He believes you've got what it takes to make a difference. He's witnessed...
Poto.
Says fate is like the rails. They leave...
Pampachida.
Choo-Choo says he's ready to pack up and leave. There are tough times ahead, no matter where you go. Vump is the place to be, obviously. Let's see. Begs you to help him out. He's covered in sludge. He can't get it off, and it's making him squick-sick. Can you find a way to get him clean before he dies? Says he was bopping along and slipped into a pool of sludge. Says he figured out what he needs to get clean. See that? That would be the perfect scrub brusher. Hard not to feel tiny in the mountains. So dark. There's the big gum brush we need to get that greased-up critter clean. Shake it loose. Don't trust your eye. Says you're always a fun chatterbox. Says you're always a fun What a scrub-a-dub. So
Laat je woon prik bring.
welcomes you back. No need to brush this time. Let's strike a deal. The Lotus Captain dead gone. Every day comes with a new chance to save the world. Ready to roll? The day is calling. floatboat used to see lots of traffic, but that's dwindled over time. Let's see. Can't believe you're actually working on the world. Most would be happy to stuff themselves silly while they wait to see what happens. Feels powerless to do anything but eat, and even that's trouble. Wonders how you manage to feel like you can make a difference still. And if you're going to try, which way? You think you can save the world, but the world is... After all, the problems of the Tree of Life are so much bigger. Says life is like a meal when there's too much to eat. You decide to eat one thing, and then maybe you keep the kitchen open. Maybe you... Looks like you decided to start working. You could have just sat there and waited for more food, but you... Heard you break bread with the myriad. He still Now, there is something you can... But who you dine with isn't as important as... Says he has a lump in his tum-tum. That's... You need cue keys. You and him both. They are the sweetest little bit of comfort food. His balanced diet is a cue key in each hand, and his are bite-sized and personal. Says he... Lump says the... Gizmo... As soon as he gets a spark plug, he'll make a special... Says he would, but he's all out till he gets a spark... This thing needs new bounce orbers. You should be able to use it. Easy for things to hide down here. Just line up those nodes and yank it out. Careful it doesn't spark you. You got the plug. You're the one in charge now.
Ala hababa, sankid fara.
Lump is here.
Koko.
Now that the oven is sparking hot, it's time to bake. To be worthy of sweets, you must have tasted bitters, and he can see you've...
Falata.
Sadly, his supply of Wifeldust is gone with the wind. That means he can't bake the special cookies he wanted, disco biscuits.
Tolamata.
Get him some Wifeldust, and he'll make a fresh biscuit for you. The quickest...
La sima vukug akutu.
Figures. Lump says there are still things left over.
Fluka.
Understands completely. Ought to be some Wifeldust nearby. Look for an oven. This is no time for sleep.
Quaptre, treluadre.
The
Yakalpish me, mayule.
That's the oven. Now, just crank up the temp gauges and catch the cloud it makes.
Funto.
Now that the Wifeldust is secured, Lump's ready to yo-yo. His disco biscuits are known for their hullabaloo.
Tatkan kalahati.
Lump says he has a load of sweet.
Tolamata.
Better get them while they're hot. Cookies, mookies, and the odd pop.
Tatkan kalahati.
He's happy to have something for everyone.
Tusum fata.
Figures if the world ends, he would still cook over it.
Kuhuku.
Lump says he's always happy to help. Disco. That went well. That's a keeper. Every leaf is worth your attention. That ain't bad. That's a massive ping dish. They used to be able to find them. Great shot. To get the Pingdish to work, you need to line up the pong paddles for a proper match. That's a match. Now you can ping all the dishes you like. Spin that paddle to turn the Pingdish properly. No pings there, only pongs. Pingety ping ping, you found a transmessage. Take your time and enjoy the daylight. How far does this underplace go on? Smart to protect your melon. Guess you still want more than that. Don't see that every day. Might have to find a towel after this. This is Gaga Grampus Bay, the legendary undersurf monster village. Says the world's gotten. That means. Could you bring it to the top? Claims it's this massive undersurfing beast that lives in the deepest, gankiest. Explains the Gargantua live. To do that, you need to. You're the only one with enough airflow to do it. Says. To call the Gargantua, you need to big blow the Shellhorn 3 times in a row. First, you need to point it the right playway. You hit the right playway. Now, go big blow. Blow, blow, blow. That's a Shellhorn. You big blow that 3 times at the right part of the goo, and it calls a ginormous goo monster for you. You'd better get a move on if you want to change things. See that e-waste? You could use that for sure. To call the Gargantua, you need to big blow the Shellhorn 3 times in a row. First, you need to point it the right playway. Doesn't matter how loud you sound if you don't get the right playway. You hit the right playway. Now, go big blow. Blow, blow, blow. Don't flinch away from this. It's your moment. You need to focus. To call the Gargantua, you need to big blow the Shellhorn 3 times in a row. First, you need to point it the right playway. You hit the right playway. Now, go big blow. Blow, blow, blow. If you have to cross goo, do it like this. Nice job blowing that Shellhorn. The Gargantua is huge. You're such a luckster. Let's see.